any of this look familiar?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I was told you guys are familiar with this. Okay, so I'm gonna put this.
Simile.
Right. That's really small.
Foreshadowing.
So if we're answering that question, how would we need to start by answering it?
Foreshadowing.
So what is the question asking first? Because you're writing this in complete sentences. You're in your commonplace book. It should always be in complete
Which
sentences.
use of figurative language?
Yes. So, and I'm gonna actually look on this example. For 7 and 8, you do not have to, because we're doing this one together. So chapter 8 begins with what I would do. I forgot to say this yesterday. When you title your commonplace book, I'll put commonplace book. On the top line, you need to put a title for it. What do you think we should title this?
Figurative language and civil chair.
So it's up to you, as long as it has a specific of what it's connected to. So for example, you could put chapter, I think it's 8 actually.
Yeah.
Is it 8? Chapter 8, figurative language. Okay? I'm running out of room. So you can put chapter 8, figurative language, then you need to put the date, and then you put your name.
Wait, in our commonplace book?
Yeah. I forgot to say this yesterday, so if you didn't do it yesterday, that's fine. I should have said it.
I'm confused. Mine was over there and now it's not.
Oh.
It was over there this morning.
Oh. Did you move it?
My God.
Ooh.
Wait, so we don't have to copy this passage down?
You don't have to copy this one down.
I'll pass on.
We'll come back to that, Pearson. If you want to put this in your notes.
So I tried to commonplace book.
So we're looking at, so everybody has their commonplace book. Everybody has their commonplace book open. Izzy, I'm gonna erase this, okay?
Mine's
Okay. Can I erase this, Izzy? I just want you to see what we're doing. I'm gonna erase it. All right. So how are we gonna start our sentence for answering this question? If we're doing a quote analysis, how would we start it? Yes, Sam.
The figurative language in this passage, used in this passage is.
Yep.
And we can say what it is, and then
Hey, everybody, shh, this is how you should be writing these,
we
okay?
can say what it is, and then we can say why.
So the figurative language used in this passage, what is it? Does anybody know? This should be, so this should be in your commonplace book where we're doing this. Any quote analysis is going to be in your commonplace book. Yeah.
Is it, is that hyperbole on there?
Okay. It is.
Okay.
But let's think about this. So what is the quote? What's happening with this quote? What's going on? Think about it. We're in chapter 8. So we're in with we've been led into Harfang. And now they're meeting the king and queen giant. Yeah, you write this. So again, when you title this, you always want to put a title for any quote analysis or any writing in your commonplace
What's an
book.
illusion?
Allusion is something alludes to something. It's like, I want to make sure I'm not going to butcher this. So an allusion is when it references another external text. Okay, so for example, there's a lot of this in, there's a lot of this in the book.
Oh,
So
I know what it
it alludes like, yeah.
No, I know what the answer
Oh, okay, what is
Foreshadowing.
it? is foreshadowing. Why is it
Because
foreshadowing?
it's foreshadowing he's hungry for them, because he's licking his lips.
Yes. Remember, so Jill is like, he laughed a way that made me feel uncomfortable and he licked his lips.
He looked at the queen and looked at his lips.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it is foreshadowing something that is about to happen, which is what? That they're trying to eat them. Yes. So if you're finishing this, you'd say the figurative language used in this passage is foreshadowing.
They should give a cannibal giants instead of the gentle.
Yeah, truly.
Well, whoever goes there.
They're not
They're
cannibals.
so nice.
They're not cannibals.
Well, it's great. Where
Yeah.
do we write this?
You write this in your commonplace
They're
book.
not cannibals because they're not giants.
Yep. All right. So it says when something.
Why do we go back to
Because it's a quote analysis.
No,
Anytime you have a
no,
quote
it's not.
analysis. Hey guys, really quick, I'm going to say this the last time because I want to make sure it's really clear. This is going in your commonplace book. Every time you title a quote analysis, you're going to title it pertaining to what you're writing about. So and this is up to you. So I'm not going to look to make sure it's exactly like mine. But I need to, when I open your Common Place book to give you a grade, to be able to say, okay, I know that they're doing Chapter 8, the figurative language, in their notes. So if you notice, I put Chapter 8, figurative language at the title of my Common Place book. I put the date, and then your name.
Can I sit with you?
Yeah, it's fine. All right. So, and I can put that up in a second, so you guys can see more. So the figurative language is used in this passage, is foreshadowing. So then we want to use a transition phrase. So for example, how is it foreshadowing?
Well, when you're hungry, you lick your lips.
Yeah, so what does it say in the passage that lets us know this is foreshadowing?
He
The
looks
giant
at the
looks
queen
at
and
his
licks
wife
his
and licks
lips.
his big fat lip.
Yeah, so the giant, for example, when the king giant looks at the children, it says in that quote, right?
No, he looks at his. Oh, wait.
Oh, what does it say in the quote?
He looks,
He looks at the queen and licks
smiles.
his lips.
At the queen. Does he lick his lips? Okay. And licks his lips. Gross.
And she's like, oh, everyone can do that. It's like,
Ew. His lips. This shows, not this shows. Let's say this.
Foreshadow.
This foreshadow, that's a good one. This foreshadows what is to come. Or this foreshadows the giants are wanting to eat the children.
oh, well, this is a dark book to read.
Right? Alright. So here's why I wanted to do this with you guys. Anytime we'll have a quote analysis with a chapter in any book we're reading, it's because I want you to unpack the quote, okay? So how you do that is you do it in complete sentences and you use transition phrases. So the figurative language used in this passage is foreshadowing. Here's a transition phrase. For example, okay? And then you're going to provide the example used in the quote. And then you're going to say this foreshadows, or this demonstrates, or this shows. Does that make sense? We're going to do more of these, but I just wanted to show you what I'm looking for when you're doing a quote analysis. All you're doing really is answering the prompt. Now, the one from chapter 6 that you did, that one's a little less, I would say, structured because you're applying stuff for the Christian life and parallels. So that's not going to, that's a little more subjective. Yes, Alden.
Are we going to have a test on this over here?
We are.
Yeah.
What?
When?
I'll tell you.
We weren't.
What'd you
Yeah,
say?
you said we weren't.
At the beginning of the year.
Yeah, you did.
What?
I did not say we were not.
Times change.
Yeah, you did.
At the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
I
you
said
did.
we're not having an assessment for the silver chair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Okay, well then I was really mistaken because I don't think I said we were not having one. I said we might do assessments that aren't like your usual assessments.
Pass this on to Sue.
Like at the middle of the year, you're gonna do oral assessments. So that means like instead of you writing stuff, you'll just explain something to me, and then I'll ask you a question. We'll be prepared for it.
Will it be next week?
Yes, it will be next week. But don't worry, the day before the test, we're gonna have a whole review day. We're gonna have a game. You can earn extra
We are?
points. Yes.
Yes.
So this should not be stressful. There will be multiple choice on it. Don't worry, okay? I'm not big on making assessments stressful. It's gonna be fine. Y'all are well prepared. Everything we do in class will be on the yes. Oh, I
What's a
thought.
gleam?
Is it 9:35?
No.
Wait.
No, it's not even 9:30 yet.
So at 9:35 we go. to break.
9:20.
Can we do the interview?
Yes. So, but wait, real quick. That's a good question. So we will have an assessment. It will be next Thursday. So what, a week from today? Okay, we're gonna finish reviewing. Then we're gonna have a full-time class period, and we can spend as much time as you need to for you to be prepared. I will have the test in front of me, and we will go over questions pertaining to the test. You guys will do just fine. What you're telling me right now, you're really prepared.
It's probably something voice on Twitter test that we took into
It was
Yeah.
pretty easy in order.
It will not be hard.
That
I've
was
already
so
looked at
easy.
your fifth grade
I
test.
had
Do not stress about it. Yeah, Alden.
So should we like review the book?
That's what we're doing this whole time. So if you notice, we're like summarizing chapters. Every day we're doing this. All this will be talked about in your test. Yeah,
Is it just front and back or is it?
your test.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's very long. Yes.
Um, For our chapter 6 quote analysis, do we have to do like figurative language in it?
No, so let's look at that real quick. So go to your chapter 6 analysis. Can I use this, Sam, real quick? All right, so number 6, for quote analysis, you're answering, so you look at the prompt. The signs that Aslan gives Jill are to represent God's word to us. So it's like a symbol of God's word. How might this quote be similar to the Christian life? So you're looking at this quote and you're saying, how does this quote represent or show the Christian parallels? Does that make sense? So we know, for example, one parallel is that the signs Aslan gives Jill is a parallel, or it's similar to God giving us his word, right? Because we're to follow them throughout our life. It guides us. Yes, now you do have to copy this quote, okay. And then it asks, what is Jill longing for so much that is all she can think of? What is it that when she is going to marketing, what is she trying to, but what does she want?
Food, bed.
Cocoa.
Yes, so these things, they are more desirable to her than anything else, so it distracts her from focusing on what?
The mission.
Yeah, the signs, so she forgets them. So that's all you're doing when answering that. If you just look at the prompt and answer it, you'll be fine. Y'all do totally great. And I'm not going to grade these super strictly when we're first doing these. So do not stress. You guys are going to do so great on your test. We'll prepare you well. Okay? I don't want assessments to be stressful. Y'all will be just fine. How are we feeling? Okay, all right. So, Pearson, all right, read the room. Okay, does that make sense on how to do your quote analysis? So you want to make sure you have a title, and you want to make sure you're answering the prompt entirely. And we'll do more of these together as we keep going. All right, any questions about this? No, okay. All right, we do have our interview before break. Sam, would you we need a puddle glum? All right, Sam has been asking, although Anna is a puddle glum, but Sam, okay, we can rotate this, but let's let Sam be the puddle glum first. We need a Jill.
I got it.
Maddie, raise your hand first.
Ryan's gonna be Jill.
Ryan, I think Maddie raised her hand first before anybody. Who wants to be Eustace?
What?
I raised my hand. Yo, we will do plenty of these, don't you worry. Okay. All right.
Irish hand.
I want to.
Naturally.
All right. You 3 travelers, please come up to the